Hey y'all, welcome back to Serendipity. Today we are going to be making beignets. And not just any beignet, it will be a Mickey shaped beignet. So my husband and I, we usually get these when we go to Disney World, and we stay at the Port Orleans French Quarter, which, as y'all know, if you watch my channel, that is basically like a second home to us. So for this, you are going to need 1.5 cups of warm water, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 1 packet of active dry yeast, which is 1/4 ounce, 2 large eggs, 1 1/4 ounce teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of evaporated milk, 7 cups of bread flour, 1/4 cup of shortening, 4 cups of vegetable oil, and 3 cups of confectioner's sugar, which is powdered sugar. What you're going to do first is you're going to add, in a small bowl, I've already put my sugar, which is 1/2 cup of sugar, and then I'm going to add in my 1.5 cups of warm water. And then it says to also add in yeast. And it says make sure that you stir it. And then so it says to make sure you stir it together. And then after you stir it together, you're going to let it sit for 10 minutes. Then it says, in a bowl of a stand mixer, add eggs. And while you're using the whisk attachment, you'll let it beat them for about 1 minute. Then it says to add in salt, which is 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And 1/4. And then you're also going to add in your evaporated milk. Then you're going to add in your yeast mixture and combine that. It says while it's continuing to mix, add in 3 cups of your flour. And then it says to add in your shortening as well. After that's all combined, then it wants you to add remaining flour. So it wanted you to do 7 cups of bread flour. So we've already done 3. So then we're going to go ahead and do 4 more. And so we'll go ahead and add in my 4 more cups of flour. So I know that it says to knead the dough. It says with the attachment, the hook attachment. So it said to knead that for 5 minutes with that attachment. I was doing the whisk because that's what it said to do until it was all, take off my rings. It said to do that until it was all mixed together and then switch over to the other attachment, to the hook attachment after it was all mixed together, and let it knead for like 5 minutes. but that was not going so well. So it just made a big old mess. So I'm gonna knead this by hand. So then it says to grease a separate large bowl with non-stick cooking spray like Pam or something like that. And then go ahead and put it in there. And then it says to let it rise for 3 hours at room temperature. Add plastic wrap on the top of it and make sure that you grease it. All right, so it's almost time. So what I'm going to do is, with the vegetable oil, I'm going to make sure that I cover at least 2 inches of the pan or the pot. Let that heat up, and I want it to reach 350. And then I have these little Mickey. Of course, I'm going to use the bigger one, so we'll see how that turns out. All right. So now that it's been the 3 hours that it's sat, we're going to sprinkle a little flour on the countertop. And then we are going to, so it's doubled in size, or actually more than doubled in size. And then it says we need to roll it out into a 1/4 inch thick, into a 1/4 inch thickness. There it is. Okay. Do a couple of these. We'll see. And it says to do it 1 minute each side. So then we're going to flip it and do it for another minute. And I think they're coming out just fine. See? So I'm just going to do 3 at a time instead of 4. It works better in 3s. So here is the finished product. It made quite a bit. It's just my husband and I that have to eat all these, so I didn't want to make too many, even though I made 4 paper plates full of beignets. So this is how much it made, plus the 3 that I have on the plate already. So it makes actually quite a bit. All right, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you definitely do make these. I did give them a try, and I thought they were really good. This is my first time making them, and I thought it was fun to try. And it is in that book that I got. So make sure that you try it out yourself. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and ring that notification bell. Bye, y'all.